American Dancehall Studies program, ADS for short. I'm doing my research on dancehall. I did it for my undergraduate research, and I continued it now for graduate work. I basically looked at the positive aspects of dancehall because a lot of people tend to focus on how it's negative. Can you guys take it back there? You can hear me? Good. Okay, good. So yeah, a lot of people, just like hip hop, tend to focus on why it's negative, the raunchiness, the wokeness, the violence, and I'm just like, yeah, that's true, but there's another side to it because I positively, get some positive benefits from it. So that was my aim. I went to Jamaica to actually interview artists and dancers and producers, people who are actually in the midst of it, to ask them what their perspective is and basically give them an opportunity to share their side of the story. Because a lot of times when people go there and do interviews, it's about the latest beef, Gaza versus Gully, and what's the controversy so that we can get more publicity for our newspaper or whatever the case may be. So this is an opportunity for people to basically, share their wonderful side of the story. I'm going to go. So to get to know your expertise level, we're going to do fill in the blank.
I'm ready.
Right? Now we're going to do this like civilized people. And most people want to answer.
Good luck. If you want to leave.
You're going to raise your hand if you know the answer. Do not raise your hand if you don't know the answer because you're going to get disqualified.
Come on.
It's not that many people to disqualify, but you're going to get disqualified. Okay, I'm just kidding. And you're going to have to fill in the blank of a song. So this is a dancehall song, lyrics. I'm going to sing the first or whatever, how many parts. And you're going to have to come up here and finish my sentence. Okay? That's good? This is just a test. This is the first one.
I'm nervous.
Sim, this is a test. I said a test. This is not Japanese. All right. And so the answer would be
To my BMW. To my
Right. So y'all understand how it's gonna go, right? As we get towards the end, it's gonna be you don't have to fill in more blanks, right? You don't have to know more lyrics. So the first one, raise your hand, please. Everyone, I think I'll show your hand first. Come on down. Come on, don't be haters. Y'all put your stuff. Chelsea. Right, that's what I'm standing over here. Everyone falls in sometimes. There you go. Now pick a snack from the table. One snack, please. Oh, by the way, we have rock cake. These are all Jamaican snacks. Rock cake, Shirley biscuit, banana cheese, bulla, cute bulla, peanut cake, coconut drops, Bigfoot, halfway balls, banana chips, and for the Americans, popcorn. Right? So, pick one. I'm not sure. Banana cheese, great choice. Now, if you want to eat it now. All right, next one. Everyone will get a chance. Ready? Y'all ready?
Come on.
You miss.
Come on, come back here.
No, I don't want to go on this side.
What?
Come on.
If you want to know where to find me.
Oh! Yes, pick your snack, darling, because you know what the kinks. That's right.
Wait, how will you get that?
And you don't have to do more than one line. You're going to have to actually finish, okay?
Alright, do again.
To know that I am the man who buys her not the rose.
Yes,
You're not rich Jamaican, it's okay.
That's okay.
Wow.
Shade.
Down.
Alright.
Can I have an easy one?
When poor people fed up.
No, I don't know that one.
Nobody know this. Come on, Randy. Alright. Let's see who's the real dancer. Ready? When poor people fed up.
Mama's hungry. Papa's hungry.
Next
Sister's
one.
hungry.
No,
I'm gonna hum the rest of it. If you know the song, you know the lyrics. Alright, we're gonna try out another one. Whatever. I'm gonna go with some gala.
Who me?
Come.
Go on, yeah.
Come.
You don't say that song I never for you.
Come.
I wanna know what some guy study around here.
Hey.
See them argue over my head, them share.
Hey.
See them worry, what's the next girl over there? And she said, I beat to them here.
Do you yes. You can get. Considering the negative reputation that dancehall has, can it be an effective marketing tool for Jamaica? A lot of people say that dancehall puts Jamaica on the map. Is it effective?
Yes.
Considering that there's why? Y'all just gonna yell at me as to why. Y'all just keep it simple. What's that? Why? If it's all this negative stuff is about sex and vulgarity and violence, why is it a good marketing tool?
Because people want that. Sex sells, as she said it. People want to be immersed in this culture as much as it's negative. If it's different to how they are living on a regular basis, they want to experience that culture. That's the reason why they're going to be drawn to dancehall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dancehall music, with what it is today, is not what put Jamaica on the map to begin with. Like back in the 70s when you had musicians like Bob Marley, there wasn't any gun talk or any sexual lyrics that were involved. So what got Jamaica on the map was the whole Rasta movement and peace and love and that kind of vibes is what put Jamaica on the map, not what dancehall is today.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So.
I don't know what to say, but I have to disagree because first of all, Bob Marley had how many women? So his songs. Turn Your Lights Down Low is a lot of innuendo.
Oh wait, sorry. Okay, so go ahead. After that, you had a question. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
But just like the argument now that music is more vulgar because it's more blatant, but it's still talking about the same thing that we talked about in the past. It's just putting it out there more. And Bob Marley was shot. Like there was still violence going on. He was revolutionary in his stance about certain things. I feel like now more people, dancehall music does things that people don't like, but it might seem more blatant, but it was always there. We've always been struggling with the same issues.
Yes.
In terms of putting like Jamaica, I mean, I don't think it's really because sex sells all the time. Because I mean, there was gunman tunes too, but it's not even really violence. Because 90% of the time, if you're talking about putting Jamaica on the map, and someone who's not really Jamaican is listening to the dancehall songs, they don't understand 90% of the words until the hook comes and it's just give me the laugh. And it's like it's good music, it's quality music, it's good song and stuff. And people just want to hear that stuff as well. And I mean, piggybacking off of, I guess, Bob Marley did set a foundation as well, put in Jamaica. Not that I'm jealous, being from Trinidad, we didn't have our Bob Marley. Bob Marley did kind of introduce Jamaican culture to the outside world way in advance. And now, when the Sean Pauls and the likes of these other artists come about now, they have a kind of familiar start setting her age and they come on here, that's fine. So it's kind of, I think it's a quality of music as well.
People say that the dancehall queens, y'all know what dancehall queens are, right? That dancehall queens are claiming or taking back their bodies. They're able to basically change the perception of how females are viewed or take ownership of their bodies through their dancing. So you may think that I'm this and that, but when I go out in the dance floor, I'm taking control of my body. Is that true? Do people still perceive these dancehall queens as whores and sluts and all these other things? Or are they actually taking a stance and changing the perception of women. Yes, sir.
I say yes, but just to make a point, all kind of dancing goes through this. Swing is now seen as the most expressive kind of dancing during that era, but at that time it was thought as a really sexual thing. I mean, everything goes through this. There's just dancehall going through that phase to becoming expressive, rather than a thing that slowly people do. I don't know. Or like someone would use the word.
As is, does dancehall need to be fixed, or should we just leave it the way it is and let it be?
Saying dancehall needs to be fixed would be saying you have to moderate and alterate every other form of music.
All right. Anyone? Yes.
I feel like, as with anything,
Go ahead. No, go, what? That was my fault. Go ahead.
I feel like everything it goes through its phases. You know, we went through the Romeo and Big Fat System. We went through that sounds very raw. We went through the instructional dancehall where it was, oh, this dance move and then you do this and then you do this. We went through the gunman tune and we went through the daggering phase, and we can see it slowly making its way slowly back around. So I think with everything, everything comes in cycles. So you just have to take its course, and if you want to listen to your music, if you want to hear old school, you go pull for your that. If you want to hear this, you go pull for that. You can't tell people what they must make. So
I was just going to say that dancehall is a reflection of what's going on. So if there's a problem in dancehall, then it's a problem in the society. So a lot of people who have money in Jamaica look down on the dancehall culture, but it's a reflection of the ghetto. So you're looking down on those people, but you're not going to help them.
Yes.
That had maybe a good 5-6 year span. This was like when Castle and Mavado was really going at it. Do y'all think that was what, like 2014?
I mean,
But do you think that during that time span, dancehall was kind of at its highest, like around the world? To me, that's when I heard about dancehall everywhere. That's when I heard so much other places listening to dancehall. It was always around, they always listened to it. But every week, everybody listening, within your Castle song, within your Mavado song, is it that tension
Okay.
kind of push
Before I
dancehall during that time?
yes, ma'am. Because you're ready. Yes, go.
I understand what you're saying when it comes to the tension, but I feel like every era had their time of tension.
Yeah.
So this is just what we, the younger generation, grew up, but when we started actually listening and noticing, the backdrop to everything and all of the song and what this, and whatever. But you had the clashes with Meaning Line. Clash has been in Jamaica since a long time, like the 90s.
Way before that.
Way before that. So it's always been there. And it's just the time that we came in and the time that we actually noticed what was going on and could visualize what was going on. But that tension, that's the whole music industry.